Good morning everybody and welcome back to yet another bow review. And today we have something very, very special and I feel very honored and I will tell you why. Came well packed. You have a guess? Yes, it's the Seljuk by Lukasz Nawalny. Wow, look at this. So what is a Seljuk? The idea is, handle-wise, it's like a Turkish, and then this is not Kazan and Bash, these are simply the ears. They are a bit more early Mongolian, something like this, so you don't have really the Kazan and the Bash. This is one long, slightly curved seer, which looks incredible. And why am I honored? Because this is his third prototype and he sent it to me to test. And I might, depends now, give it away at the end to my patrons, because it seems like no bow builder has something now in stock. I checked really all our voted bows for nothing to get. But back to the Seljuk. What you get: the bow, a string, a sleeve obviously, and the documentation. And there we learned that the Seljuk prototype number 3, 37 at 28, has a maxter of 32. Warranty card. Normal as string length is 127 centimeters, maxter 31 or eventually 32. Guess it depends a little on the poundage. Grain per pound for the arrows is 9 to 10, but you can shoot minimum 8, but recommend is 9 to 10 grain per pound. The price of this beautiful bow, and look at how this is. This beautiful bow is 550 euros. If you want it heavier than 55 pounds, then it costs a little more. And then of course you can have again hornbill effect 50 euros, a grip stabilization 50 euros, the stingray inlays here 20 euros. So this is all this stuff we know and we love from. And by the way, this is the Lukasz's own favorite bow with which he will shoot all competitions this year, because he said with this one he is even better, you know, and he is already an outstanding archer, but with this one he shoots even more accurately, precisely, and better, and whatever have you. Awesome, looks really good, and 55 inches from the nock to the nock. Then we have a nice, oh my god, the craftsmanship. Lukasz. You will see the photos. And we have arrow rests on both sides, so you can shoot right hand, left hand, or 3-finger, whatever you want. 24 millimeters. Fine. There's nothing written about the brace height, so but we will figure out later. Pretty. Look at this. That's an incredible bow. Normal step through method, 37 pounds, should be a little tight because we've just shoot quite long sears, and 37 pounds. That's almost too much for me. Look at this. So here looks really like a Turkish one, but then here it goes this nice curve. Jesus. And of course, don't even have to tell you, we know Lukasz's build quality by now. If you don't know, you missed something on my channel. 7 3/4 brace height. And one thing more I can tell you, I was not prepared, look at this. But at least I was packed up properly. Okay, if this counts. Kilogram. 470. Thank you. This is all out of the way. I told you everything I could possibly tell you. 37 pound at 28, so I guess we are at 45, 47 at full draw. 10 grain, I have 450 grain arrows and 340 grain arrows, and we see whatever and how it works. Such as this build quality. Handle feels good. Jesus Christ. For a short bow like this. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. These are the heavy ones. These are the disc choppers, and they are 450 something. Oh, thunk. And did you see this? Feels good in the hand. 460 grain. Yes, 460. String knocks nicely and knocks. Center shot. Patrons, I think we don't have a deal. Center shot. So on the 340, I think I said. Another center shot. They're a little too weak spined here. And then you feel it in the hand. I think they're too lightweight. And another center shot. Wow. I only can say wow. This is 15 meter. Okay, wobble. I think I need to shoot with a thumb ring. It's hilarious. Look at this. Oh, pigeon. Wanna die? Oh, wobbles like hell. The arrows are too weak. I need stiffer arrows. This green part is not part of the bow. It's simply a cloth that I don't scratch up the handle again. This bow, I mean, I love my Korean bow. At 28, 38.9. At least how I measure it, so it can be a little different from Lukasz measurement. 38.9. 30. 42.3. 32. 47.3. So 5 pounds in a less 2 inches is just perfect. God, I think this is the perfect bow. Huh? 28. Are we getting there already? Huh? Yeah. No, a little more. So at 29 inches we have the string angle of 60 degrees. 30. Look at this pretty bow. Look at these curves. Wow. 32. And this bow is by far not maxed out at 32. Wow. So there is room, doesn't get stiff or anything. Holy cow. Wow. Look at the knock grooves now. They have a slight angle downwards, which is nice. Reinforced knocks as we know it. Look at this nice, oh my god. In the belly. Jesus Christ. There you have the writing on it. Handle, whipping. Beautiful. And this bow, wow. So don't go too low with your weight. 465, which is 9 grain something, almost 10 grain. It's just nice. Oi, 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 30 meters. Jesus Christ. Ui, ui, ui. So we need a few more shots that we get friends, but holy moly. When I do the video of these carbon arrows from Bamboo Archery Malaysia, the Taurus carbon, I will use this bow. If they match weight-wise, I guess I have a dream couple. $176, there's more in it. $182, let's do it again. And by the way, we shoot the thumb ring again. And you can get a nice thumb ring from Lukasz directly too, so get the whole pack. Now Lukasz only needs to sell matching arrows with his bows. Then I guess it's complete. Yep, 179. This draw is awesome, 182. So 182 with almost 10 grain or 10 grain per pounds. And you can go down to 8. But I don't have no 8 grain, the other ones are too lightweight, they have nothing in between. So, but you simply know this bow is capable. And I guess in high poundages even more. 20 meters. This bow is awesome. I only shoot wobbly still. Back tension, huh? This bow feels really, 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 really good. Holy crap. Draws, wow. And there is a little, but 1, 2, 3, this is nothing. As long as you have heavy enough arrows, but even with 8 grain, it's not a problem. You have a little, but it's minor, minuscule. And this bow is stiff, in this direction extremely. And here soft, but not wobbly. The draw experience of this bow is just insane. But invest the 20 euros or 50 euros what it is for the handle stabilization. Always worth it that the handle doesn't move. Give him his wallet. Why? Because he has a bow. That's not a bow. That's a bow. I know your wives are going to hate me again, but you need to get this bow. This is just, look. I hold it upright. 32 inches, no problem. Then the arrow wobbles a bit, but that's me. Ui, this arrow is broken. Oh. Once you start working on it, we should one more lightweight one. So for me this bow needs a bit action, like cutter and string twist. Center shot. Wobbles and you feel it, so the arrow is too lightweight, then you feel really in hand choke. So don't go under 8 grain. 9 grain, just fine. 10 grain, fine. This bow is... What can I say? First of all, it's a Nawalny bow, and second of all, it's just incredible. You have a really nice brace height. You have the Turkish handle, if you like it, it's there. And then you have these smooth curves, which gives this bow a completely different characteristic to any Ottoman, Sipahi, Turkish, whatever bow, Janissary. Wow, that, I mean, I always tell you, check them out, but this bow is really worth checking out. It's such an extreme, nice shooter, easy shooter. The draw of this bow is so nice. You get the hang of it very quickly, and I can understand why this is Lukasz's new favorite bow, which he will take to tournaments this year. I fully understand. This bow gives you a kind of, I don't know, confidence, even in 32-inch draw, and you reach this 32 inches nicely without stacking, or it's just, no, it gets windy. Bow, string, sleeve, documentation. 6 points. Handling of this bow. Due to the long curved sears, the stringing might be a little tricky, but this is not your first bow you get, so, and once you strung 2, 3 of this kind of bows, not a deal. So stringing is okay. For the rest, this bow is so easy peasy. It's brutally straight. So there is even step through method. This bow is just straight. There is nothing, not even a millimeter off or something, because in this direction this bow is okay. This bow is extremely stiff. So torque resistance very high, very good, very handling, very 10. The build, do I have to talk? 10. There's nothing. The whipping, the seam of the leather, how he makes these inserts with the race skin, the string, the knocks, You got something else for Christmas? Just mind blown. 10. The basic feel of this bow, the handle, is just nice. For me, this leather, as nice as it looks, it's a little slippery for me, but you want to hold this bow tight anyway, and then it really sucks in your hand. No, it doesn't suck, it attaches to your hand, you know what I mean. And then you have this bow really in control. This bow is just, feels just right, like it was made for me. 10. Yeah, some people have no life. The draw experience of this one. I drew so many bows, and you know that the draw experience is one of my most important features. And this one is just, it starts directly from here, so there is no wiggle room. From the beginning you feel it. That's why it's a performer. Here you feel it a little more. This is 10. And shooting experience is out of this world. Should give it 11, but we still give only 10. Then we have 56. And price value 550 euros plus 50. Decoration most probably extra too, and the grip stabilization, get it for sure, even in a lower poundage. Because here this handle tend to move then a little, because everything is a relatively compact build here. So always take it with a grip stabilization, get 9 grain per pound arrows with it, and it's easy to calculate. When the bow at 28 has 37, at 32 it has roughly 47, so it's always 10 pounds in 4 inches. This is a Nawalny bow, so you know what you get. Get 9 grain arrows, a little stiffer. So the weaker ones didn't work for me, a bit stiffer, and then it's just mind blown and beautiful. So 550, 650 then, or 670. Yeah, get one. If you have the money to spare, get one. I'm not an affiliate of Lukasz, so I get this bow for free. He sent this bow to me to test. Thank you very much, Lukasz, for that. But he didn't tell me a disclaimer, you know. He didn't tell me what I have to say, or that I have to say something. He only gave me all the specifications. And I don't show this video before I upload it to him, so he could whatever content. We don't have this, so he just, I don't get anything from him else other than sometimes a bow. I really need to think if I give this bow to my patrons. I mean, I asked Lukasz if he has a problem with it because it's a prototype, it's not the final version. He said, no, it's fine. That's so close to the final verdict. I guess there is not much more you could do with this bow. This bow is just awesome. So, Lukasz, thank you so much for this bow, really. I mean, I love my Korean bow, and you know that, but this one... And that's all I have for you. And that's all I have for you today. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.